Hello and welcome to another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos, a D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor.
Is the video still showing Joe?
No, I did adjust
Okay,
that.
sorry.
I will say because of that, and yeah, it might get picked up occasionally on our mics, some extra laughter.
Yeah.
I'll try to be cool.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Yeah. So Joe was here to record some other stuff with us. You may have seen it already, you may not have. But yeah, so she's here, she's still sticking around.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If that was picked up at all.
Sorry for drawing.
If it wasn't, she's going to be drawing what's going on. So, any announcements?
I'd like to announce that I'm very tired and ready for bed.
I'm sure this podcast will set you straight to Snooze Town.
If you're listening
Trying to
to
say.
this late at night,
very
as your way of
relaxing.
falling asleep, I see you, Jesse. Yes, I know you slept through the entire YouTube playlist of us. I'm watching you. Yeah, I commiserate and I understand it. And
It's valid.
we're going to ASMR Podcast Town with Anya. Bonsoir, my name is Anya.
Oh,
This is the sound of me murdering someone in their sleep.
Don't make me sleep.
boy, I love Anya. She's great.
Okay.
My shout out to Hannah. You're awesome.
Yeah, go Hannah.
Also very cool.
And also friendly always.
Yeah, my friends Loki, Tentacle Spine, we do really cool resin stuff. If you're still listening at this point, you're all very rad. Thank you. And just to all of our general listeners that I don't personally know, thank you. We love you.
You're pretty cool too, Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch is all right.
Mitch isn't up to date with the podcast.
I know. Yeah, he'll.
Mitch, 10 months into the future of us recording now in February. Thank you for listening.
No, he will be listening because he'll be like, are they going to mention Kharas?
Caius?
Kharas? Yeah.
So we...
To be fair, that's also how I feel at any time.
Valid.
Caius?
Same.
So I don't have any personal announcements at the moment. Like at the moment, I don't know of any projects.
You'll be doing
coming up.
something.
Something will happen.
But I do have a podcast announcement, which is that like next episode will be the anniversary of this show first coming out. Yeah, it's
birthday
a
to
little
her.
approximate.
Yay.
The actual anniversary is about 2 days after. And
It's
that
the anniversary episode, that's what it's called.
that was the date when the first audio episode went up.
Yeah.
And our time, we're going to take a couple of weeks off so that it is also the anniversary from our perspective, because that's only about 2-3 weeks away.
Will we do anything special that the listeners have to know about for the week after?
We might be. We've got to
Ask some questions or
You'll see. You'll see what next week is. It'll
out
be
our social
delightful
media.
and
Yes.
delicious.
we'll post
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to die in the next episode.
Tasty as mayonnaise in a jar.
Oh,
Tasty as mayonnaise in a delicious broth. Just ruining and diluting the meal.
That's our
As
podcast.
is our podcast.
Yeah.
Shall we get
We
to the
love
episode
you.
proper?
Please, God, yes.
And here we go. Next campaign's theme song will be shorter.
I think it's just the
And
right
we're back.
way. Welcome, guys.
And we're
Welcome back.
We're so in sync.
So, where we last left off, after almost a month in the skies, the party reached Kharas, somewhere in the Bapsa Peninsula. As they depart the ship, Anya, you notice for the first time, now that you've actually got eyes of your own that work, you notice
Well put, Darby.
You notice that there's some mechanical side, like aspects to the side of the ship that you gather open out when the ship is active, as sort of vents come wings of the ship.
A little behind the scenes there for you listeners. I'm 99.9% sure that Darby just added that because I kept shitting on the fact that our ship was just a half oval and I hated it. So thank you, Darby. I very much appreciate it. You get any inspiration for adding that back in retroactively to use however you choose because it's your game.
Watch as I use that to
kill all of the
screw over Anya.
Oh, no.
That's totally valid.
So
sick ship.
Yeah. So as you make your way off the ship into the.
If I may, as we make our way off the ship, you guys notice someone quite familiar, but a little bit different. Trotting alongside Anya is a very unusual looking cat.
Oh, it's a kitty.
Why?
And if you look really closely, the cat has a very small pouch tied around its waist that looks like it has about 6 gold coins in it. Anyway.
What colour fur is this cat?
It's black, but you know how sometimes fur, like a duck's feathers can have like that shiny effect?
Yeah, the sheen.
That's red.
Yeah.
The sheen is red. Like it's good luck, artist, drawing that. Sorry.
Ours are awesome, so they probably will.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Interpret that however you want. That's just how my word picture is.
So is this now Hafren's default form?
Can do what he wants now. So this is what he is at the moment.
Yeah.
Feels like being a kitty. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Good luck voicing that, Darby.
So like Neumann sort of like walks ahead, but at the same time walks.
Fuck, I forgot you're a cat.
But like walks backwards. So now that he's like facing the party and the party's facing him, and then like he just sort of stops moving as you guys get closer, and he just kneels in front of this cat.
Where'd that come from?
And he's just like looking at it, like. Is this Hafren?
Anya just stands there and she kind of crosses her arms a little bit, but she looks at you with a small smile and looks down at him.
All right, he looks at Hafren and he goes, "Are you Hafren?" Is that in Tabaxi?
No.
There is no Tabaxi language, I don't think, is there?
No.
It's secret language.
No. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Hafren. Well, first off, great choice.
You have seen Hafren turn into an octopus before,
yes, yeah.
so.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my intelligence is about +0.
So great choice, Hafren. But can I ask why? This is to both of you, and he points to Anya as well.
He gets to choose what he wants to be now. I told him, you choose what you want to be for however long you want to be it. You may have noticed he wasn't, well, you might think that he wasn't around for most of the trip here from Navora. He was just trying out different forms.
Oh, you mean he was like around, but we just didn't see it? Oh,
he was a spider at one point, I think.
Oh,
I'm not sure. He mainly was... It was very disorienting because I can still... it was weird. He went some very unusual places and the size changing was a little bit nauseating, but that is...
Yeah, I think I saw a rat in the...
Bertie, your
yeah,
mind goes back to just a moment where you thought there was some sort of false trip of your alarm spell that you had set up. When all you could see was like a spider.
I'm gonna have to recap my goal again. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If you don't get that joke, watch the interlude.
Yeah, it might have been spliced in. Who knows?
Extra episodes that we did.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh.
You may be missing 6 gold and it's in that pouch.
God damn it. Oh,
No, I'm pretty sure all 6 of that gold has belonged to Neumann at some point.
Don't bet this.
It's not Newman's anymore though. It was gotten fair and square. Through contested rolls.
So, Neumann, you actually recognize this settlement after a little bit of time taking it in. This isn't just part of the Bapsa Peninsula. This is your home, Bapsa Shad.
Oh shit! Okay. I wasn't expecting that off the bat.
It still appears as vibrant as it once did, but there's something a little off, almost as if the vibrance is forced to an extent.
Ooh.
That was such a dramatic music change.
Oh.
And you see a tower structure towards the city's north that wasn't there before.
Does it did they at least put in the effort to make it fit in with the
local
buildings
aesthetic.
already there, or is it just they just literally put a tower there how they would any other tower?
Yeah, it is very
Ugly.
very ugly, very
How dare they?
very Arcadian
It's like
How dare
in
they?
aesthetic.
Wizard of the Ruin bumper stickers all over it. Advertising space.
So everyone,
Yeah. You okay?
this is my home.
This is your home?
This
Like
is-
Kharas? Yes, I know where you're going.
This is where I grew up, right here.
on that particular spot of soil that you were pointing to? Or?
That was a weird spot. That was like where we got toilet trained.
No, I'm not stepping
Like
on that.
right here at the boat port?
It's close to the edge there, yeah.
Hang on, so this is the town you grew up in?
Yeah, I
How
didn't expect to be coming here, to be honest.
how old were you, when did you leave?
A very long time ago. I was very young.
Oh, fair enough. So you're kind of you were
it's-
born here.
It's very similar. It's not what I expected, but you can see him start to I don't know, be sporadic. I guess as if he's getting emotional about it. He did not prepare for it to be as similar as it is right now.
Brady looks uncomfortably at Anya
Catherine rubs up against your legs.
Aw.
Catherine canonically sounds like that. And that's delightful.
Piss off.
No! Leave Catherine
That
alone.
doesn't happen. I'm sorry.
That's a good kitty.
So
Very good.
yeah, I guess does it look like this is the place where ships would just land? Ships would land.
Yeah, this is the port.
This is the port.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool. Cool. Not what I expected at all. Alright. Well, I want to have
You
a look
do
around.
see just past the tower there is you see the looming presence of the warding wilds.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, I want to have a look around. I don't know about you guys, but
so it's pretty cool to check out your home.
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys want to do your own thing because I'm just going to be looking pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
But you're more than welcome to join me.
I would like you to show us your home from your eyes.
Yeah, for
Rather
sure.
than experience it for the first time within this shadow of whatever it is that's going on.
Yeah, it's...
I'd like to get to know it how you know it.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Is this
come along, guys. I mean,
I can't speak for that.
is this a good thing for you being back here?
I didn't expect to be coming here straight away. I was expecting someplace a little bit more, sort of urban.
Yeah.
I don't know, a little bit closer to, I guess, the sort of Arcadian Empire, like the Wizards of the Ruins or something.
Bapsa Shad is the closest city within the peninsula to the Warding Wilds, which by default also makes it the closest to New Arcadia to the north. So the Warding Wilds are basically, and you would know this, and basically you probably explain it to Bertie and Anya, that the Warding Wilds basically were, for the longest time, what protected the Bapsa Peninsula from the influence of the Wizards of the Ruins in New Arcadia. But you suspect from the tower, at least, and from your childhood experiences, that they may have found a way to kind of bypass it, to make travel a bit more.
They did a big brain and went around it.
Well, you get the idea. Like, there was always like, there was never a complete absence of the Wizards of the Ruins, but the fact that there was the Warding Wilds there meant that they couldn't get people there in enough numbers to kind of take over.
I'm just taking the piss.
Yeah.
I wasn't being serious.
Interesting.
Look, there's a few things I want to have a look at, but I mean,
do you need time to yourself, or?
I would prefer it if you guys were here. I feel like I'm going to get pretty emotional if
It's emotional.
if I was by myself.
Yeah, okay. I feel pretty silly wearing this. Betty's wearing like a little scuba.
Is this one of the
outfits.
shift weave outfits?
Yeah, he's wearing like a little, like, I don't know, lurid, like, I don't know, neon yellow and green, like scuba little outfit.
See,
With,
I'm
a
picturing
snorkel
those,
and,
like,
little flippers.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing like those 1940s, like full short.
Oh yeah, for
sort of,
sure. Yeah.
but
not
neon and
clad.
stripy, and also with the visage of the Bertie I drew for you about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, very, very sexy. It's very, very sexy.
That is the complete
amazing.
image in my
Bertie
head.
will, yeah.
And that's just for Laura and the current company
The secret
to
drawing.
have a word picture for.
It's very great.
dear
I'm
listeners.
picturing it. It's beautiful.
He's like, feels a little bit awkward. I'll get changed. He like does a little like draws like a little circle around with his like toe and then like shuffles around in his like regular little outfit again. But he's wearing like a sun hat.
Okay.
And like his big old glasses. He just has them, he just pulls them out of his backpack like that. Okay, cool, I'm ready for an emotional experience.
I mean, like, it
He
is
holds up a
quite
drink
warm
that-
here.
Yeah.
Right.
It is like very, very tropical weather
Yeah.
here.
Anya takes off her robe and her arm wraps and puts them in her bag. So she kind of looks short-sleeved.
Nice.
And she's got tanky arms, and there's a tattoo there.
Wow.
Almost closer to a brand. But
branded tattoo there.
Brady looks at it, he's like, like, well, he's like, he takes his own coat off, and then he just like, he has like a pink ribbon tied really tight, like really carefully, surreptitiously, very obviously, I guess, around like his left wrist. And he's like, yeah, well, very warm. I'm ready for your emotional homecoming, Neumann.
Like I said, it might not be. I don't know. This is very overwhelming at the moment. But I mean, there's a few things I want to check out. I want to check out and see if my house is still here. My family's home, and
it's always like
that. Howler also wasn't here from what I can remember as well.
It does look a bit ominous.
Well, it's definitely... It was not here when we were here. I feel like this is...
I think maybe there's no prizes for whoever guesses who might have built that ugly monstrosity.
It's definitely...
Who?
probably
Bertie.
would it have been maybe the gods?
The wizard.
Which
Of the ruin?
Yeah, so I'm not...
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely looks like it.
That was a joke, but
I can't tell. You're so emotional right now
Yeah.
that it's throwing me off.
Yeah, it'd be cool. What are the other people on the ship doing? Like, they just docking, or like, what's Athena doing?
Yes, Athena and Vola's party are all kind of making their way off the ship.
Yeah. Get their
As
legs.
are some of the dwarves.
Fair enough.
Oh,
But
goodness. Captain Windfeather.
yes.
Thank you. Sorry, we almost left without even in the excitement. Thank you.
Thanks for keeping us
safe
alive.
passage.
Yeah, mostly.
No
Mostly,
problem.
yeah.
So, you remember you have a month, otherwise you need to make your own way back.
Yes.
So you do have Athena with you. She might be able to get a teleport. She might be able to teleport you back. Her way.
We will see, but regardless, thank you. Hopefully we meet again in future.
Would be a pleasure.
Yeah, well, thanks. Thanks for keeping us safe and everything. We'll hopefully see
Thanks
you
for
again
helping to
soon.
defend the ship against that bloody great elemental.
Yeah, not my top 10 time, I can tell you that.
No, definitely not one of my favorite voyages.
But we all get it added to our resumes.
Yeah, you're
Trust me, you
adventuring.
don't want to hear his.
I'm definitely going to be using it to angle for a raise when I get back.
Oh, good idea. I can hear you on that one, sister. Fantastic. Cool. Well, Neumann, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go find a place to put Mulesley and my cart, and then we can do a wander if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Bertie scurries off.
So, yeah,
I'm assuming there's horse parking nearby.
Yeah,
He pays for it.
yeah. So it's
Ballet horse.
yeah. So it's probably about what? Where is it here? Do I
Here we
not
go,
have
Mulesley.
that?
We're back on dry land again. I hope you enjoyed the trip, and yeah. I know. Yes. It'll be good. We're gonna be here for a little while. Maybe you'll get to see that strapping horse of Kharas again. Maybe I know. I cannot decide for that, but it was.
I don't want you to.
That could go either way. But yeah, maybe who knows what will happen in the future. But yeah, I'll find you a real nice place. This place looks real great.
So
It's the ship that everyone's talking about. Kaiser's horse and
Fred
Mulesley.
Wood and Mulesley.
So it comes to basically 2 silver a day, or if you pay for a week, it's a gold.
No, he pays a gold.
Okay.
Oh, what happens if it disappears?
Oh god. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna hope that the wild shade incident doesn't happen here as well. Yeah. Darby's smiling, sorry.
I was just thinking also this
We're in trouble.
you only need to stay there for like
Oh, true. We'll be
4
traveling.
days or whatever
I'm a
before
dumbass.
before you don't you don't lose out on that.
Yeah, true.
That's saving.
That's all good. It's cool. Take it as a tip if I have to leave earlier. As I'm such a nice guy. Look after my mule for me. And the car's got an arcane lock on it, so don't even think about getting in there. Okay?
Understood.
Good person. Excellent.
Is it a tabaxi? Is it mainly tabaxi here?
So it's tabaxi are rather common here. Much more common than anywhere you've ever found yourself living. They're not the majority race here, but they are quite common. On top of that, actually no, there are tabaxi in Navora as well, so they're probably a little bit more common than in Navora. But not by that much.
Don't laugh at your DM. You'll get negative inspiration.
I did the exact same thing earlier, though. That's why I'm laughing.
Tubby's mic flew off for some reason. Interesting.
There are.
I'm picturing that the tabaxi in Navora are like the sleek black cats, or like
a panther.
any of the short-haired sort of breeds, and all of the ones, ironically, in the warmer climates of wherever the fuck we are. Why am I blanking?
I guess
Kharas.
Well,
obviously Newman's fluffy boys, so like
are all fluffy like Newman is.
Double-coated, it helps with the humidity.
So Navora. So
Sleek.
the Tazawan tabaxis would be, which is also like very foresty, jungly climate.
Yeah,
would
like
be very
a
much
jaguar.
the short. Yeah.
Sleek. Yeah.
The Navoran ones are like a lot of the fluffier big cats. So
Meow.
things like lions, like the one you met.
Things like
in
the tabby
Still
orange
Guarded.
cat, like Newman.
And then, so Kharas, they tend to resemble more house cats. But the majority race is humans, but there are a not insignificant number of tabaxi, as well as some of the planar touch races.
oh yeah.
You also see there are a couple of shortish, dark-feathered bird like
Oh cool.
beings.
I'm excited.
These ones do not have wings.
Sorry about the wait, guys.
Are they cassowaries? Is cassowary the other main race?
So these are mechanically these are kenku.
Yeah.
Like not that any of you would necessarily. Actually no. The Neumann would recognize kenku because he's from here.
I'm delighted by Kenku, like me as a player. But
There's also the occasional strange looking, very gaunt faced, green yellow skinned creatures tend to have dark hair, almost flat noses, that none of you have really
what about Newman?
seen before. He's seen maybe one or two in
What
his
does
time.
Newman know them to be?
He doesn't know what they're called. Like, they're not common enough in the Bapsa Peninsula for him to really have had many dealings with them.
Sorry about dilly-dallying there. I'm just like admiring. Like, there's a lot of like people that I don't normally see around here. Like, usually where I'm like traveling, it's mostly like humans, elves, gnomes, dwarves. Like, even with like elves, like I'm pretty uncommon around here. But there's like lots of other like tabaxi like you and like so many different people I haven't seen before. It's pretty exciting here. You must be really happy to be back in your hometown.
Yeah, I am actually. But yeah, this is all pretty spot on to what I remember it being. For the most part,
That's
anyways.
great. I hope you don't have a bounty on your head or anything, do you?
Let me think.
Maybe some questions are better not asked.
No. There was
Anya,
this.
I mean, like,
with your passive perception, you do see a very long-haired, one of the strange green-yellow skinned beings seems to be keeping an eye on your group.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi.
he would just start talking to the eyes, like, just walks on.
Yeah, like
am
humans,
a
like just paying attention.
Kharas. I have a question.
Ask away.
You seem to be a little befuddled, which is understandable because a boat full of dwarves and elves and, of course, a native have dropped by, but I have never seen your kind before. I'm Anya, by the way.
Drakar.
Drakar.
Yes, I am a Githzerai.
I don't know what that is. I, as a player, don't know what that is, but
There are
that's...
many of them at my work that are hopefully still out at this point.
Oh, wonderful. And you are native to Kharas?
In truth, no. We are not, my kind are not native to this world.
Well, I was just curious as I have never seen your kind before. Do you have any questions for me? I am from Navora. Maybe I can... I like exchanging information with other travelers, I guess.
What brings you to, Kharas?
Well, our friend is from here and has business here, and in truth, I have always wanted to visit Kharas one day. And I am an adventurer. I have traveled to many different places. And this is just another I have tried. No.
Interesting. I may see you again. And he leaves.
Interesting.
Oh, cool.
I just showed Eddie
Tight as hell.
picture.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know who I'm talking to.
Oh yeah. It'd be
They're
interesting.
like if orcs and goblins had thin, tall children.
They're basically the closest that D&D has to actual aliens in, like, the core rules.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just got full body tingles. That delights me.
Exciting.
And there is a reason that they're, there is a reason that they are present in Kharas.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
That's so good.
What did they say?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we should probably keep an eye out for... I don't want to typecast, maybe not his entire kind, but him again, as he was watching us before and then did ask me what brought us here, which I played off as a dumb tourist, which is quite easy for me to do, because most of the time, well, not so much the dumb part, but most of the time as an adventurer, we are just tourists. I did not lie to him,
Yeah, fair.
but I did not necessarily tell him the truth. So yeah, maybe if you see him again, keep an eye out.
Well, I mean, if it helps, I've actually been wanting to like try out like sell some stuff, so like I could do that later on. Like we could say, hey, I'm here to sell stuff because I am. So
Yeah,
we could do that.
if it will help with the. I suppose we will be visiting all of your. We are like tourists today. This is very weird. There's no one scheduled for us to kill at the moment.
Isn't it great? I like not having to kill things.
You hear like a quick like stepping of feet and turn and see Ufina going to catch up with you. Okay, so shall we try to scope the place out just for the first day or so and meet back here? Try to work out somewhere to stay and
Yes.
and see where we go from there.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah.
Neumann is going to show us some of his old haunts.
Okay. And I'll send Vola and her team to explore as well, and I'll try to see where my credentials can get me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we need to get passed through places, so I think it sounds great. Would be good just to relax and get my land legs again.
Yeah. Yes. Take it easy while we're still scoping things out, but don't drop your guard too much.
Of course.
Yeah, it's something like it's weird that this is where I'm from, by the way. Everything seems quite normal, which is not what I expected. Like something definitely feels off, and there's a big ass tower that didn't used to be there, which I'm curious of. But other than that, yeah, something's just weird. I don't know. I can't quite pick it, but
okay.
I didn't expect things to be so normal.
Oh, also, I had a discussion with a blanking on the race, but she
Githzerai.
Githzerai. With a Githzerai. Never encountered that race before. Very interesting, but I'm pretty sure he was watching us. So just be careful. I played the dumb tourist card, so maybe pull that card. Or keep an eye out, at least. I don't know whether it is a good or bad keeping an eye.
I've never met a Gith before. The only person I know who has met a Gith is Ulrich on one voyage or another to
I'm glad you said they were
another plane.
Ulrich, because for a second I thought you were going to say is dead, and that does not bode well for us.
No. But Ulrich on some sort of planar jaunt that he went on would have has met Gith in the past.
They are now on our plane. I have seen 2, I believe, since we have landed, which is...
I've seen maybe 1 in my lifetime.
Before now?
I believe it was in Kharas, yeah. But, yeah, never. That was about it.
Well, that might also be something worth looking into.
Lots of different people in the world. You shouldn't be too suspicious if there's people from other places. That's great.
Except the Gith aren't native to Fierlor.
I mean, if they want to be here and they want to spend money here, I say there's no problem, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. There'll be nothing wrong. Everything will be just fine.
Just keep an eye out, is all I am saying. Not necessarily for good or for bad, but just be aware. And also, Athena, remember, don't tell the convocation. Don't tell the convocation. Please do
All
not.
right.
Thank you. I mean, about you know what I mean about.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know what you mean.
Neumann, so yeah, where should we go first?
Well, I want to check out my home.
Okay.
We'll follow you.
Yeah.
You know the way.
Lead the way.
Okay. So you, as your father was a craftsman, much like you have become in his footsteps. Your old family home was in the crafters and artisans ward of the city, or of the town, of the settlement. And you do know that most of this area of town was fairly modest buildings, with two larger buildings towards the center of the ward, the temples, the Temple of Ineth and the Temple of Borjas. Ineth being an imported god, brought over from Arcadian and Navoran influence, but not solely the Wizards of the Ruins. So some who splintered, so settlers from New Arcadia who managed to make their way down to the peninsula would follow Ineth as brought the following of Ineth to the peninsula. Borjas was the more local deity of artisans. Your father and family followed both to varying degrees, but Borjas, as was traditional for those native to Kharas, was very much the focal god of this area. Now, though, the Temple of Borjas is very much run down and seems to be boarded up. Whereas while the Temple of Ineth still seems to be in good condition. You do eventually find your old family home, and you do see that it is so yeah, like much of the artisan class, you basically live upstairs to where your father worked and sold his goods, you do see that building is occupied. It has been made up. It is still in decent condition, but it has been repurposed as a store. This one selling, judging by the fascia of it and the signage, likely alchemical supplies.
Yeah.
Oh, Neumann.
I'm just, no, sorry, I was imagining like just Tannips and they're like, hey!
We're leaving right now.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh my gosh.
It's Tanip and why do I think his name is Spoons all the time?
Cigar.
Yeah.
That's his middle name.
Tanip's Spoons.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think she does.
No.
No one shipped that as well.
No one shipped that.
But now.
No, yeah, it's just Tanip and Cigar that have just somehow made it to Kharas.
Yeah, they're just there. Like, oh, you guys took a while.
Alchemical store.
What is, how does Neumann
Just to spite her.
react
the
once
shop,
you get there?
is the shop
Is the shop
now
called Tanip's
open?
Tonic?
No, it's not.
Is the shop now open?
The shop is open.
Now. Awesome.
The shop Meow open and run by a tabaxi.
Good one.
Meow.
Yeah, sure. So Neumann goes, well, this is it, guys. It's pretty similar to what it used to be. It's obviously someone else's home now, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. We sort of left it.
Oh, did your dad sell the business?
No, he took everything with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you know,
we
some
pretty much
shops
left.
get too small for you, I guess.
Yeah, he it's pretty much how we bought our way into a new home.
Oh, fair enough.
So-
Yeah, well, more opportunities in Earthhold. No offense to Kharas, of course, but
No,
yeah.
absolutely. It's definitely a lot busier, but
Yeah.
it was quaint. Yeah,
Well, it's
we
good.
did
You
okay.
have a great time growing up with your family.
Did you have siblings growing up?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I was a little bit rebellious.
No.
Caused a lot of trouble.
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad, I don't think. But
Just you and
people didn't enjoy looking after me when my parents were away, so
Oh.
yeah, because I broke all their shit trying to build stuff.
No, that sounds like you.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's pretty cool though. So like your parents weren't around very much then.
They went off quite a bit
needs them, right?
for various reasons, tobacco traditions, and Dad went away a lot.
Oh,
on his
okay, it was
job
normal,
as well. So
Okay.
there were times when the young kids had to stay behind, and
Fair enough.
Did you have a grandparent look after you, or?
No, I mean, I'm not sure if that's how they do things anymore, but when we were still here, we were sort of like a bit of a community, a little bit. back when things weren't so busy here, though. So basically, everyone looked after each other.
Like a little pride of.
Yeah, I like that, like team stuff Rook was always going on about, like 2 days
Like
ago.
a tribe.
It was definitely more of like an internal
Half an hour ago.
community, and
Oh, cool.
it was definitely more Tabaxi based. Not that we were excluding anyone; it just so happened
Sorry.
to be that way.
Yeah,
My
that's fair.
goblin brain. Tabaxi are communists. No. They're not.
But yeah, no, it's just this is where I spent most of my time. I sort of want to go in and have a look. I'm not sure about you guys, but it's a shop. We might find stuff we can buy as well.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have a look
I'm
in.
sure there will probably be potions.
Must be weird being like where you grew up, like being back here again, like so much later.
Absolutely, it's all very different. There's lots of things different, like those temples that we saw just on the way. The Inith temple and
okay.
Borhas.
Dorhas.
Borhas. Borhas.
I don't know how I heard D. Borhas, that temple, that was actually, wouldn't say it was the primary one, but it was traditionally the only one we had before Enith came about and was introduced to us.
Oh, okay.
It's a little strange to see that boarded up, especially with so many Tabaxi and natives still here.
Yeah,
So,
I guess it's kind of weird that like that would all. Well,
I
things change, I guess.
I can see with Arcadian influence why it would be less popular, but not to that extent.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know a lot about. I'm not. Of course, I'm a religious man, but I don't know. I guess like some places it must be like goes in and out of fashion. Must be weird
Potentially,
though.
but I mean, it's just it was heavily ingrained in sort of our culture and society, and for only around about 20 or so years for that to just dwindle to that sort of in popularity. It's
20 years? How old are you, Neumann?
last time I considered even checking, I think I'm around about 25.
You were 5 years old when you were
only a
so.
baby.
Yeah.
You are still only a baby. I can't even remember when I was 25.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's about to be 26, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
No wonder Caius kept calling me an old lady.
Oh well, they had a unique way of putting things. Yeah. Who needs him anyway? Oh yeah.
I mean, I know he has his own stuff to do, but it was pretty handy to have around. My arm has never looked better.
Yeah, you guys spent a lot of time polishing. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't necessarily use like such a heavy armor like we do, but you really have to put a lot of love and care into these things, and it's quite strenuous work, but if you've got someone to help you out, it definitely makes a difference.
Well, oh well. It must have been very, very good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh well, what a shame he's off on family business.
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to go inside, so do you guys want to come?
Yeah, let's go inside.
Sweet, we go inside.
Okay, so you enter the shop and you see there are two figures in there. There's one behind the counter, what is it? What? An Earth Ganassi fellow who is behind the counter. And strangely enough, the woman in front of it, who seems to be a patron of some sort, who is wearing flowing robes. It seems to be an Iridian human.
Iridian. Me is Jake, the player.
So
it's not
a
unfamiliar
human
with
from Erethold.
Oh right.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Wow, it's weird being out of the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, we walk in.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm Neumann. Nice to meet you. This is my good friend here, Bertie. And this is also another good friend here, Anya. We're just having a look around and thought we'd drop in and have a look at what you guys have.
Oh, wonderful. I am Flint. Flint Rockfellow. And
I've heard that name and I'm worried. Why have I heard that name?
Cool name.
Yeah, it's very Earth Ganassi.
yeah, it's just like very. I mean, this
guess
is
we'll find
Rockfellow.
Yeah.
It is a bit close to like Rockefeller.
No,
But-
I'm pretty sure I have a friend who's used that exact name
I mean,
for
it,
a Ganassi
You think of
before.
like
It
Flint,
feels
maybe
like a very-
Flint
Feels
Rider,
like-
maybe.
Yeah.
No,
it feels a very. It's
that
a very
exact
Earth
name.
Ganassi
Oh,
name.
well.
Yeah. I thought
Nice.
it might have been a reference in here.
No.
No.
No. So, I don't do much pre-made stuff, but I do, what I do specialize in is making sure people have the right ingredients and curating the best ingredients and the best parts of them so that so there's a little less trial and error that people have to go through to get their potions and tonics.
So you're
Right,
more of a
and good.
supplier, are you?
Yeah, you can say that.
Interesting. And then what's this other fellow doing?
So she turns around and says, "You do not seem to be from around here.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Your style of dress, the fact that you two are elven.
Whoa.
There aren't many elves around here."
I can understand the weather is pretty humid. Not a fan. No offense.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to my assignment being completed.
Assignment?
What about me?
I should introduce myself. I am a Nari Child. I'm a priest of the Mother of Invention, Lady Ineth. And I'm here to oversee some work being done at the temple.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that interesting, Neumann?
It is actually. This is actually pretty inconvenient. We were just talking about the temple as such. It's good to see it's still in really good order. This is actually my hometown, and this is the first time I've been here for quite some time. So there's definitely a lot of changes going on at the moment. I can see.
Yes, it has been something. I've been filled in a bit by the local clergy, but it is strange.
Yeah, definitely strange. But in what
level
way?
of strange do you fall on? Good strange or bad strange? What, in your opinion, to me, a tourist in this country, would you say?
Well, as far as I understand, the Wizards of the Runes were able to install a governor here a little over a decade ago. And they have since made some changes that aren't quite sitting well with most of the locals.
And yourself, these Wizards of the Ruin, what do you think of them? I'm but a tourist. I am wanting to learn more about this beautiful culture of this country.
Human rolls his eyes.
He's looking pointedly at something else.
I'm unimpressed by their motives.
And their work?
Yes, I am not very keen on what they have been doing. In fact, well, No, I should. What is your impression on the wizards?
Oh no, wonderful. Yes, I hate them.
Okay. So,
I just
And
wanted to
you
check
too?
that you were on the level.
Pretty much on the same level.
Flynn, I love like what you've done with the place. I'm gonna go check out some items here. Like, there's some really cool stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna go look at these like bones, like these components over here.
So, my assignment.
Are you here to spy?
No,
Oh.
but I am here to assist in efforts against the wizards. My assignment was to oversee the creation of a permanent teleportation circle between the temple here and the ancient workshop, but in Erethold.
The ancient workshop.
Yes, the Great Mother's own workshop.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've always wanted to go there.
To her worship. And it is nearing completion. Will be another week or so before it is active. Assuming
was very
that
happy
nothing
right now.
goes wrong. But yes, I have been here for close to a year at this point, overseeing its construction and its permanence.
Fair enough. No, that sounds very handy, actually. But yeah, no. Are you just aiming to increase travel time, or is there like some reason, or it's just it would just generally help?
The official reason given to the Arcadians was that it would be to ease travel times, but there is hope that at the very least we can also utilize it to enable the transport of refugees, if not to bring in additional resistance forces.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay, I didn't know this sort of thing was happening at the moment. Is it that serious, or...?
At this stage, mostly people are able to go about their daily business without being bothered too much, but there are concerns about the way that things could go, given consideration to the running of New Arcadia.
I mean, it's a little unrelated, but something, well, probably there's two big changes I've noticed since I was here many, many years ago. First being the tower, the tall tower, just off from a distance from the port, and all of the gith around as well. That was completely unexpected. I'm also concerned about the gith, to be honest, and they've seemed to take quite a bit of a interest in us as soon as we got
were
here.
watched by one gift. We are not casting judgment
yes.
over all gith as people.
But
We are just wary that they could be watching us, and okay. I have not exactly been very straight with you. Yes, I am a tourist in most places that I go, because I am from Navora. We're not tourists.
You don't look geared up much like tourists.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah. we have our own, much like you have a mission, we have our own mission. And it is always a good idea for us to keep an eye on anyone who takes a vested interest in us. So not assuming that they are necessarily bad, because it could just be interest. We are very colourful characters.
Yeah, sorry, I think you misinterpreted me there.
A name.
Did I? I can't remember.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drakar.
Yes, I did. Drakar? Does that ring any bells?
You see a look of recognition at the mention of the name. There's going to be a meeting tomorrow night, the Temple of the Three Sisters.
Oh?
I feel like you may be interested in hearing some of what will be going on there.
That's very vague, but I suppose I was also very vague with you, so fair enough. But I will keep that in mind.
I'm not sure if this is the best place to talk about all this stuff. Did you want to go somewhere else, or maybe a little bit
Neumann,
more quiet?
of course, I forgot. Newman grew up in this house. Can we see the upstairs? It's very nostalgic for him.
Please,
You don't have to make excuses, Newman.
Nari, could you watch over here, and I will show Kim around.
Yeah, please, but also it'd be nice to just wander around and sort of take everything in as well. You're more than welcome to, but yeah.
Of course, I surely you understand that I would be wary about just letting a stranger roam around in my house.
I completely get it, yeah. It's just, it's so strange seeing most things being exactly the way they are, even like, and he like goes up to the staircase and he goes like, my dad carved this very sort of awning out of some of the trees that we cut from. Newman aged 3 weeks. Newman aged 10 weeks. Newman aged 1. Trying to think.
Well, we've painted, no, I don't know.
I can't deal with Newman as a kitten.
Yeah, sure.
But it's in some sort of shorthand.
Yeah.
Your father would have used.
Hang on, is there like a grandfather clock or something just chilling here against the wall? Sure. Newman like looks around the grandfather clock and he goes, do you mind if I just move this a little bit?
Oh, yes, feel free.
Alright, he just moves it to the side and like he just gives like the wall a bit of a dust, and then you can see clearly like the markings of Newman's growth. He goes,
So
this is me. And this is me.
I did wonder what that meant. I thought it might have been some sort of calculations done by a previous owner.
It was the calculations of the height of this kitten.
But he puts down like one of the chemical components. He was like very busily looking at it, like, oh my gosh, is that a kitty height chart?
So
that's amazing.
There's like a sort of like a shorthand scribble that like you guys can't necessarily read.
Sorry.
Nice. And it's next to every single one of those readings as well. And then Neumann takes off his hat, and then on the inside of his hat, you can see that very same scribble is in there.
Aww.
And it says to scribble from another scribble.
Aww.
So, which is his dad. So basically saying to Neumann from dad. And so that's his dad made his hat for him basically.
Aww.
So they all have their own shorthand names.
That's so cute.
Newman!
Yes, so that's me. And then he puts the hat back on because he doesn't like
Is
it.
that how you write your name? That is very unusual.
It's one way to write my name. I have many ways to write my name.
It's understandable and also good for evading any kind of tracking. So very, very clever.
I don't even have a last name. This last name business is so strange to me. You all have so many names, and you have more than one way to write one name.
Last names are overrated.
This is bizarre.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go upstairs?
Yeah.
And he
Sure.
leads you upstairs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shows you around. And yeah, things are structurally much as they were in your childhood. Decorated much differently. Basically to Flint's personal style.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Okay.
your parents' old style.
What's his personal style? Like, is it like heavy rock?
Yeah,
like,
He's very into heavy rock.
He
There's
collects
posters
crystals,
of like rock bands
Yeah.
that are all just Ganassi. Rock
you
Ganassi
do
playing
see
makes a bit of a bolder statement, you know.
That's it. We have to end the podcast there.
You do see like with a sort of a cloth nearby, what is it? A small what is it? Let me find this thing.
Pretty cool. It's a good digs, you know? Must be nice. Like, yeah. Must be really weird seeing him like other stuff in it.
A small
Absolutely, yeah.
ornamental set of blacksmith's bellows. That roll me a religion check.
I'm a religious boy, let's go.
More than Bertie.
Probably not, actually.
Bertie's got like a 0 to religion.
That's a 11, I believe.
11. Okay, so you recognize there's a set of blacksmith bellows is the symbol of Borjas.
Oh. So, is this something that Neumann remembers there being, like it being here beforehand? Like maybe something his
this
father
wasn't
used?
something your father had. This is new.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, he's going to ask. Flint. Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking.
I don't know how you forget it. It's
Yeah,
so on the nose.
And also you have to roll for Flint.
Oh,
and
right.
Lady.
Flint.
And
I'm
the
curious.
lady was Nari.
And who?
Oh, Flint's a 9.
Nice.
He's got rock hard
He's
abs.
real. He's chiseled.
He's so chiseled.
Yeah, he's got like an open shirt.
And Nari's a 6.
It's fair, it's hot, so like.
So Flint, and I guess
They're a beautiful couple.
Nari as well, because I feel like you might also know. I noticed the temple of Borjas was really quite run down, and I see the symbol on here. Not only did I not expect it to be closed up, but if it is closed up, I didn't expect too many people to be still using things with its symbology and such on it.
The wizards outlawed many of the local gods when they took control.
Of course they did.
Some of them they allowed.
Yes,
But-
the ones that they follow.
Yes, and the ones that they found use in of the local gods.
Of course.
But unfortunately, due to the use of Inith as well, they did not see any point to holding Borjas in any particular keeping. However, there are a great many of us who still worship him, but a little more in secret than we
On the hush
otherwise would like.
We
Yes.
get ya. Freddie winks with both eyes.
So is that how many
I love
times?
every
or he
time you
winks
describe
one eye after
Bertie
the other?
blinking.
This has come up a few times.
Just
It's like
It's
the
just
most
blinking.
awkward wink. Yeah.
Just blinking.
Is it like delayed, like a
Yeah.
wave pattern?
It's just like a really hard blink.
Yeah, like
He doesn't have a
I can picture exactly, but I don't want to make like a reference to another cultural thing, so I'll send you the gif of it, what I'm picturing.
Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, well, it's good
Awkward.
to see. I wasn't aware that it was outlawed. I can see why they'd probably want to do that, but it's good to see that there's still some that do still.
If you go to the meeting that Nari invited you to tomorrow night at the Temple of the Three Sisters, you may find that their temple is boarded up as well. They have been, the Three Sisters have been outlawed as well here, but the Concord still meets at the temple.
Oh, so this is definitely a sacred gathering.
Yes.
That was probably something that would be useful to know when we were invited, because we probably would have just rocked up, and we're not very discreet. We can be, if we want to be, if we know about being discreet, but just on face value, we're not very discreet.
We talk a lot, we're very noisy.
Loud and colorful and obnoxious sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sure having invited you, Nari would have made arrangements. I'm sure she will do that this evening, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty particularly interested in going, but I have one more
I think it
question
would
for
be
you
a good
guys
idea.
as well. The tower, that definitely wasn't here when I last left.
that is the home and workshop of the governor, Kathos Thynexicus.
Does that name ring a bell?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's pretty much where it all happens, I guess.
Yes. Basically, that is the center of the wizard's power here.
They could have at least made it look.
A flick,
Like it
a
fit
switch
in.
kind of goes off in Anya's head, and you kind of see her noticeably go, huh. And that switch is, oh, we now have someone's name that we probably might have to kill.
Yeah,
is about
but
to
they could
Whole
have at
name
least
murder
made
is
it.
over, folks. Murder time.
They could have at least made it look like it belongs here. It just sort of stands out. It's not
It
that
is-
hard. It's got to let something grow on it for a little bit.
I suspect that they deliberately made sure that it stood out.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, but you know, change is nice. Maybe this governor could have been the one, you know. Oh well.
Ruling classes tend to.
And I don't think we actually talked about it. Sorry, the gift, and not that it's a bad thing that they're here. It's just quite strange to see so many of them.
I'm not
here.
entirely sure of the full story, but as far as I understand, their presence comes down to their presence. This is
With cheerful music. Everyone's starting to
Jake's just vibing, just living in the moment. No
their
opponent
presence
side.
is the result of
ominous music.
experimentations with planar travel done by the Wizards of the Ruins. It brought through a number of gith from the astral plane and limbo, leaving them stranded here.
I'm sure the people here would be more than happy to accommodate them, though. So
Do you think they might perhaps be working with the wizard? I hope not.
They-
Personally, but... Or is it hard to...
Drakar, the one you met, he is a member of the Concord.
What does that mean?
he'll be at the meeting.
Oh, so they're the good guys. Yeah, that's cool then.
He is one of the higher ups of the resistance movement.
Okay, well that's fair. Cool. There you go.
Well,
He
then
was
I'm
a
definitely
nice guy.
See, this is why I did not jump to conclusions.
Yeah,
Just
good.
coming down that.
Isn't that lucky?
Yeah, okay, well, by the sounds of it, we'll definitely be there. Is there any precautionary measures we need to take, like a secret route or a code word?
Don't
or
draw attention to yourselves.
We can attempt that. You still have that spell, yes?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
good
be
at-
fine.
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
have TANF, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, precisely.
We actually have
Sorry, I used the T word. I'm
Don't
so
do that to
sorry.
me again, please.
we actually have a friend who's into alchemy and such. Perhaps maybe we could get like a little hamper package to
Oh my god.
to bring back. Perhaps.
Oh my god.
How does that sound?
I don't know why you're talking to me. I don't have a
No, but,
friend that practices alchemy.
What kind of budget were you looking at? I can throw something together for
I want
you.
it to
and
be
if-
pretty special.
Shall we say 100 gold in various premium components?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
What?
perfect.
You'd spend 100 gold on Tanner.
You do
He's done a lot for the party. He's made us many interesting potions. And I think I've spent quite a considerable fortune on
to
your
ship
potions as well.
to other continents, but it is
A
possible.
considerable portion.
I've heard that there is a dwarven skyship in that will possibly be able to take packages somewhere.
Yes. Well,
it's
yes.
exit
Funny
journey,
that.
but-
How weird.
Yeah.
A dwarven skyship
Must be
from
pretty
another
uncommon.
continent.
Yeah. Pretty weird.
I take it that is how you got here.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
I can just tell her that all the time, so she's very elusive.
But yes, if you return at your leisure, then I will have this prepared for you, and you can pay me then.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a-okay. Well, thank you for showing us around. Thank you for all of the information. I did not expect to be so welcomed and such. It's good. I feel at home because I literally am as well.
Neumann.
in all terms of the sense. Yeah, no, it's good, and thank you so much for helping out, you guys. Hopefully we'll see you
We will see you tomorrow night.
tomorrow night.
From the gear you carry, you look like you will be able to help to some extent.
Oh no, I either be
weird.
planning something or
Very just
I know
just
we're
looks like
probably going
weird
to talk
too.
about this
I
tomorrow,
do not know what Ilona and Drakar have planned in particular, but extra hands are always welcome.
Well, we have.
counting.
Well, I was going to say 6, but we have a mercenary band traveling with us also,
Oh yeah,
and
your friend.
also another friend.
And the one right next to you as well. Meow for me. Thank you.
He does not have hands.
Nor do I.
You have thumbs. You have opposable thumbs. That counts.
Oh, this is.
Your paws have
Oh,
opposable
boy.
thumbs. His doesn't.
I really need a drink.
And on that weird note, I think we're going to leave it for this session this week. So,
Interesting. Okay.
that was an interesting session,
It was
guys.
definitely slow paced, but like that's what I wanted because I'm still trying to whilst I did come up with Bapsa Shad, I was very vague about it. So and that's what I wanted because I wanted to be surprised and learn about everything because I would that wasn't technically my home anymore. So it's good to just absorb all that. So definitely a slow episode, but
Important to see, actually.
I was learning as much as you guys were.
We have guest approval.
Yeah.
It was important, I think, to see a glimpse into Newman's past as well. He's been so evasive, so I like that.
And
interesting.
some hints into a possible path to a longer term goal for Newman.
Newman looks Jay looks so happy.
Yeah, did not expect that either.
Interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, enjoy.
I know I did. It was
Tune in
fun.
next week
And then next week for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah, thanks guys.
See you next time.
Sorry for listening.
Sorry for listening.
Goodbye.